Hey everybody, welcome to my plant-based kitchen. Can't wait for you guys to come inside. Let's get busy. Hey guys, welcome back to Kimberly's Plant-Based Kitchen. We are doing chili today. We are definitely in the fall season, so we are going to be diving in deep into some soups, some foods that are really warm and comforting. So today we're going to continue that vibe with the chili that we're going to do. It's a red bean and red lentil chili. And we're also going to do a delicious, gooey, ooey, vegan, plant-based grilled cheese sandwich. Get ready for it, y'all. So good. So let's start off with our chili today, getting our everything ready for our chili. We're going to be using the lentils like I told you. So we're going to wash some of these lentils, about 2 cups of lentils. We have some red beans that were pre-cooked. So these were cooked overnight in a slow cooker. So you can do this the day before, a couple of days ahead of time, and just have your beans already ready. So you don't have to do it the same day. So we'll set these over here so we can pour those into our pot. We're going to clean 2 cups of red lentils. So I don't know if you guys have had vegan or plant-based chili before, but it's delicious. You are not going to be missing out on anything. It is so good. This one is really flavorful, a little spicy. You can make it as spicy as you want. You know how I am with the spices. So this one has a nice spice blend. We're going to use about 2 cups of the red lentils. And one of the things that I really love about the small red beans is that it makes like a gravy. So it makes the chili like thick and yummy. So you don't have to worry about not having the meat in it to kind of like thicken it up. So it's not like a watery soup. It's like a nice, thick, hearty chili. So it's really, really good. So let's just rinse these off and get that going. I hope everyone is coming into the fall season and getting ready for the holidays, because we definitely are over here. Can't wait to show you guys all the plant-based ideas I have for Thanksgiving. So we also have our spices out here today. This is my special chili blend. I call it my exotic blend because we have ginger, we have chili powder, garlic powder, we have a little bit of oregano, just a bunch of delicious spices that's going to just, even cacao. We also have some cacao. So instead of using cocoa, I use cacao, so it's going to give it like a really rich cocoa type of vibe, you know, but you're not going to taste it that much, but it's going to taste really good. And then we're going to do some cumin, of course. We're going to do some smoked paprika, some sea salt, some black pepper. We have our red bell peppers here that we're going to toss in there. We're going to cut up our white onion. So we're just going to chop this up. It doesn't have to be super small, but depending on how you like your onions to be, we're going to be like, it's going to be kind of like a medium chop. So chop these up, and then if you want to make it faster, you can always put this in your food processor. You don't have to do this by hand. So if you want to save some time, toss it in your food processor and call it a day. And then of course we have this ginormous jalapeno here that we're going to add. That is going to give it a little bit of heat. And then our chili powder blend also is going to give it a little heat also. And cumin has a mild heat to it. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't like a bland or chili that's not really flavorful. So I kind of go in with the spices. And this new chili blend will definitely be available with all our other spices. So when you get this recipe and you watch this show afterwards, you'll definitely be able to go online and place your order. And because you're a member in the community, you get a special discount. So that is always a good thing. All about a discount. So chop these up. So we're using a whole onion. That was like about a medium size onion. And I used a large red bell pepper. Have that chopped already. Okay. So we're just going to scoot this out of the way. Get that out of here. And then we're going to get to our garlic really quick. We're going to have about 4 cloves of garlic. They're like a medium size. We're going to chop these up. and throw these in there. Give it that good garlic flavor. So yeah, you guys, I don't know about you, but I love a good bowl of chili. You can put it on some chips if you wanted to. Eat it with some crackers. You can definitely eat it with a grilled cheese sandwich like we're going to do today. And you can just eat it by itself. Easy to put in a container and take with you to work. Great for leftovers for the kids. You can add some cheese to it. Onions. Totally delicious. So yes, this is going to be amazing. Get that little ugly piece off of there. So yeah, this definitely beats store-bought chili too. I don't know about you guys, but I know when I was younger, my mom used to buy those cans of chili. Oh my God. I used to just hate, especially the canned chili that actually had the meat in it. I'm like, why would I want to eat some meat out of a can? Like, now that's just disgusting. So this is way, way better. So if you're trying to go plant-based or you're just trying to eat healthier, this is a terrific meal to start with and a great way to get your family involved also, because they will definitely like this chili. Okay, so we got that up. It's making these onions. Got my eyes over here tearing up. Let's scoot our garlic over. And let's do our jalapeno. So we're gonna cut some of the ribs out so it won't be too spicy. Just on this side, we're gonna keep the ribs on the other side because we do want a little heat. And we're gonna leave the seeds in because I want a little heat. Want it to be a little spicy. Okay, so let's chop this. And you wanna do this fine. So if you have your food processor, definitely put this in your food processor. If not, just mince it up really fine. You don't wanna bite into a really big piece of jalapeno. So after I chop this up, I'm just gonna go back in with my knife and just make sure that it's minced up really good. And after we get all of this cut up, we're just going to put this in a pan and saute it up just a little bit before we throw it into our pot. And yes, my eyes are so watery right now. And please, you guys, while you're doing this, especially with the pepper at least, do not, because I felt like right now I wanted to rub my eyes because they're all watery because of the onion, but do not do that, especially while you're cutting the pepper, because your eyes will be burning. So make sure once you're done cutting your pepper that you rinse your hands or wash them with some soap really good before you touch your face or anything. Okay. So we'll just get this all chopped up and then we'll just kind of bring this together and mince this down just a little bit more. Like I said, you don't want to bite into a really big piece of jalapeno. So just mince that down nicely. And I'm not a chef, so this is just a little knife work I saw off the food channel. So it's easy. If I can do it, you can do it. So I'm just kind of going in and just making sure this is chopped down a little bit smaller. Okay. Especially those ribs that were in the jalapeno. Those are hot, so we don't want to just bite into one of those. Okay, guys. One more here. And we should be good. All right, that looks perfect. Okay. So let's heat up our pan, or actually our pot. We're just gonna put this in the pot and saute it, and then we'll add in everything else. Just throw this away. Let's get our pan heated up and add a little bit of avocado oil. We got our black skillet later for our grilled cheese. So excited about that. Just put that over there. And I have a little avocado spray today. I'm just gonna spray this down with a little avocado oil at the bottom. Doesn't need a whole lot. Just enough to saute our veggies up. Okay, so we're gonna throw in our onions and our bell peppers first. Let's get this oven on. Turn the heat up just a little bit. Okay. We're gonna throw these in there. We're gonna put in our red peppers. They look amazing. Get all of that out of there. And we're going to, I mean, those onions did a job on me. Sheesh Louise. Let's just bring this whole board over there. And we're gonna put in our onions too. Onions. And you can use a yellow onion or a white onion. Even if you had just a red onion, you could also use that. Any of those would be perfectly fine. Whichever one you prefer. Okay, so we're gonna let this cook up first, and then we're gonna add our garlic and our jalapenos. Okay, so let's let that cook up. And let's talk a little bit about what we're gonna use for our grilled cheese. So we're gonna use this Rudy's brioche gluten-free bread. It's gonna be delicious. And of course, we're going to use a little bit of the vegan butter and some of our favorite cheese to make our ooey gooey grilled cheese sandwich. So we have our Daya. We're gonna use a little mozzarella and some cheddar. So we're gonna mix it up and do that. And then we'll cook it in this delicious vegan butter with a little bit of sea salt. And it's gonna be so good and tasty. You could also add a nice little salad to this, like a cucumber and tomato salad would be really good. So you kind of get your veggies in with your chili and your grilled cheese sandwich. Sounds amazing to me. Let me stir up our chili over here. Our veggies, they're going. Okay, we'll let those cook for a few minutes and we'll be right back, guys, when we get ready to add our jalapenos and garlic. Okay guys, we're back and we added our garlic and our jalapenos. Let's just stir those around a little bit in the pot. And the onions have cooked down really nicely, and the bell pepper. Nice, smells amazing, of course. And now we're gonna add, we have some green chilies here. We have some fire roasted tomatoes, and these are in a non-BPA lining. So make sure when you're doing, if you have to do canned tomatoes or anything like that, that you get a can that doesn't have any BPA. Super important. Those are like chemicals. So you don't want that in your food. So we're gonna pour these in, and then we're gonna pour in some of our spices. So this is 2 cans. They're both like 15 ounces. I love these fire roasted tomatoes. Gonna give our chili some good flavor. And we're also gonna add in our chilies. These are mild, so they're not spicy. It's just gonna give it a nice flavor. Okay, we're gonna just stir this up. And we're gonna, this is our chili seasoning, the spice blend that I make. We're gonna add half of this and then we're gonna save half. We're also gonna add some salt and pepper. So season as you go. Make sure it's getting some flavor there. And we're gonna add half of this cumin. And then we'll add the other half. But this will give the spices a chance to just cook and blend in with our tomatoes. This is smoked paprika. And we'll put that other portion in afterwards. Let's add a little bit of our sea salt. Okay. And that's just about a teaspoon of sea salt. And we're gonna add a little bit of black pepper. And this is like about a teaspoon or so of black pepper. And again, like I always tell you, you'll have all your measurements in your recipe that you'll be able to download after you watch this. Let this cook up. Let's just stir this up a little bit. It's nice and thick, looking yummy. Okay. So we'll let that just cook for a couple more minutes, and we're gonna get our beans. We have our beans over here. We have our lentils. Let's add a few more ingredients, and then we're gonna add our beans. We are gonna add 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. This is going to give it some good flavor, good concentrated tomato flavor. So about 3 tablespoons. And this is a really good brand. Pick this up at Whole Foods. We'll have that on your list. Okay, and now we are going to add our red beans that were previously cooked. All right. And I just cooked these red beans with a little bit of onion, white onion, and some garlic. I haven't seasoned them or anything, so we're going to add some more salt to this, just so we can season as we go. And we're going to throw in our lentils. It's got a little stiff after we wet them and rinse them down. I'm going to throw in like about half of this. And these lentils cook fast, so they won't be, maybe 20 minutes and these lentils will be done. Okay. Just going to make sure that our chili is nice and thick and not watery. So we'll just get those in there. Okay. And then we're going to just add a little bit of water to this. And then if we need to add more water, if it gets too thick, we can always add more. So let's just add about half a cup to start, because we don't want to water it down, but we want to make sure that our lentils have enough water to cook in. That looks amazing already. Nice and thick. Okay, and we're going to add the rest of our spices and a little more salt. That looks great. So we'll let this cook down after we add our spices. Okay, add more water. And we're going to add the rest of our chili blend. And I actually needed 1 more tablespoon of the chili blend because there's 4 tablespoons altogether and I can only get 3 on that little plate. So 1 more tablespoon. What did I do with my tablespoon? We'll use one of these spoons. This is sufficient. So the chili can't have too much flavor. Okay, and this is a salt-free blend, so you don't have to worry about it having extra salt or anything in it. You're gonna have control over how much salt you put into your chili. And the rest of this smoked paprika. That was the last of the cumin. A little more sea salt. I'm going to make sure this is flavored well. And then as it cooks, we'll check for the heat and see if we need any more pepper. We don't want to get too carried away with the pepper because we know we have the jalapenos in there. We have the heat from the cumin and the chili blend. So let's just let this cook. I mean, you guys, this looks so bomb and delicious. I am ready for some chili. All right, let's put the top on, and we're gonna bring this to a slight boil, and then we'll turn it down on low, just a little more water. Okay. And then we'll turn it down on low once it starts boiling. And while that's cooking, we're gonna put together our grilled cheese sandwiches. Okay guys, we're gonna start putting together our grilled cheese sandwiches with our gluten-free bread. So we have some mozzarella and we have some cheddar here. And we're just gonna load up a little bit of each. And why not? It's gonna be yummy. And if you wanted to, you could actually add some sauteed mushrooms or some sliced tomatoes to your grilled cheese. So, you know, do what you like, fix it up. But this cheese melts really well. So that was one of the things that I really liked about this one. It really melts good. So, and it has a good taste. The taste is really flavorful. And I promise you, I do not miss regular cheese. Just kind of prepping this for this weekend, I probably ate like 4 grilled cheese sandwiches. Like, oh, let me test this out. Let me just trying a few different cheeses and a few different breads that I like. And yeah, I'm just like, this was perfect. Sometimes I would go back to cheese every now and again, but lately I haven't missed it at all. And I'm like, I am completely done with cheese. So eventually you'll get to that point too. So if you're just starting off on your plant-based lifestyle and you're really trying to be dairy-free, if dairy just doesn't agree with you and it's not for you, give this a try and just, slowly start taking things out of your diet that are dairy. And as you take them out and the longer you're without them, I promise you, you will not miss it. Especially if it makes you feel bad. So if it makes you feel bad, you definitely won't miss it. Okay, so we have our grilled cheese sandwiches here. And we're going to use a little bit of avocado spray, a little oil, and then we're going to use our vegan butter. And this has a little bit of sea salt in it. So it's going to get the crust nice and crispy and yummy. So let's put in a little bit of spray over here. Don't need a lot of this. Get your cast iron skillets out for this. If you have one, it's going to cook up really good. You're going to get a nice crust on your bread. And we're going to use a little bit of this butter. So with the vegan butter, you don't want to let it brown too long in the pan. So just get it melted and you're going to add in your grilled cheese sandwiches. We're going to do this over a medium-high heat to just melt this down. And then we're going to turn this down low, not completely low, but down low so that it cooks slowly. You don't want this, you want it to toast. So you don't want it to cook really fast. Okay. Start with it high just to melt your butter down. And then as soon as your butter is melted down and you add your grilled cheese in, we want to turn that fire down. Okay, guys? So let's just let this melt for a moment. And like I said, now while you're cooking your grilled cheese, you could be putting a nice light salad together. Cucumbers, tomatoes. You could actually add a little bit of olives, chop up some parsley or cilantro, a little olive oil, some salt. You got a little salad. It's delicious. Okay, so let's wait for that, and then we'll be right back as soon as that butter melts. Okay, guys, we are going to put our grilled cheese in the skillet. It's ready. We're going to turn it down low. We have our butter nice and melted here. Put that in there. Keep all our cheese inside. We're going to put these kind of close together because I'm going to top this off with another cast iron skillet on top because it's just going to help them melt better, or it's going to help the cheese melt better and hold our sandwiches together until the cheese is melted. Okay, so that's on low. And then we're going to take this other skillet, so we got two skillets going here, and we're just going to put it on top because it's nice and heavy. So it's going to just flatten that out. And we're going to turn this down a little bit lower so it can just cook slowly and toast. Check our chili. It is boiling. So we're also going to turn this down to low. We're going to turn this all the way down to low. And we're going to let this simmer. Let me grab a spoon and stir this around just a bit. Yep. Doing good. Yum. We're just going to let these lentils cook up now. And this might take another 15 minutes maybe. This is looking amazing. Okay, so we'll just let that nice and thick. That looks so good. We'll let that cook down. Fire's all the way down. Okay. And we're going to put together a quick salad. Really quick salad. So you have a nice little salad with your chili, just a tomato, avocado, red onion salad. Nice and tasty. You could always add greens to this. We're just going to do what we have today. So always think about that. Work with what you have in your kitchen. We'll add a little bit of the cilantro to it also. So it's just a nice, fresh salad that you can have along with your chili and your grilled cheese. We're just going to slice these tomatoes down the middle. Let me wipe this off. Just want to show you guys how simple and easy cooking is. No matter what you're cooking, if you're cooking vegan food or plant-based food, just whatever it is, it doesn't have to be a big deal. You don't have to be in the kitchen forever. Just put your stuff together. Prep things ahead of time. Make sure your veggies are clean, that type of stuff. It'll make your life a whole lot easier. And get you some good recipes. Follow my cooking show, of course. And then just get in there and do it, because you're not gonna get used to cooking and you're not gonna get any faster at it until you're actually in there doing it on a regular, okay? Let me check our grilled cheese really quick. Okay, just wanna make sure that we're not burning anything up over here. Check this side. Oh, it's doing perfect. So we're gonna flip this. We're gonna add just a tad bit more butter. Make sure we got enough for the next side. Okay, a little over here and a little over here. And let's flip these puppies. Looking good. A little butter under here for the next side. A little butter under here for this side. Now, you see how that looks? So good. Okay, I'm gonna scoot a little butter over here. Make sure it gets enough. That. Got my finger a little bit, but I'm all right. Okay, and we'll put this on. So just a couple of more minutes. We have this all the way down to low because we want that to go nice and slow. We don't want to burn up our grilled cheese. And let me get a plate out so we can plate our grilled cheese sandwiches. Come on. And we're going to take our grilled cheese off. Alrighty, let's see where are. Let's get these off. They're looking perfect. Wow. Perfect. And perfect. Yummy. Grilled cheese ready. We're going to continue to put our salad together. Simple salad. So we have our red onion. And we're just gonna chop this up, slice this up nicely. And we're just gonna make a quick salad dressing. Just add a little avocado oil, olive oil if you have it. You can add balsamic vinaigrette, a little bit of red wine vinaigrette if you like. And some salt, some pepper. And that's all you need. It's just a nice, light salad. Nothing too hectic, but you're getting your veggies in with their chili and your grilled cheese sandwich. Okay, I'm gonna grab a bowl and place this in there, and then we're gonna plate everything up so you guys can see how everything looks together. Okay guys, we are going to plate up our chili. It is smelling so delicious over here. Yummy. Yes, we have this big bowl because, and this pot is definitely enough for the family and for leftovers. All right, we're gonna top that with a little bit of our cheese. Let's clean our bowl off, the rim of our bowl. You know we gotta make everything nice and pretty and neat. Okay, we're just gonna top it off with just a little bit of cheese. Let's add a little bit of both. Yummy. Looks so amazing. And we're also going to add a couple of green onions. Toss in our green onions. This is going to be so good. And why not a little bit of avocado? Slice up a little bit of avocado. And we'll put that on there. And this is going to be one amazing bowl of plant-based chili. Yummy, this is going to be so good. One of my favorite soups to cook. Just add that in there nicely. That looks so good, guys. And we are ready. Little cilantro, why not? Little cilantro. Sprinkle that in there. And we have a hearty bowl of chili, you guys. We have our simple salad. We got tomatoes, green onions. We have a little bit of red onions, some cilantro, and we have our ooey gooey delicious grilled cheese sandwiches. So good, you guys. It's gonna go perfect with this chili. Don't waste any time. Get out your list so you can write everything down in the recipe. Go to your grocery store and make this for your family tonight. Enjoy. Until next time, peace and blessings.